so on. But أخي لا يكلف الله نفسا إلا وسعها. Allah is not going to judge you about something that beyond your capacity. You understand? Yeah, if you are able, alhamdulillah. Yeah. خلاص أخي? May Allah make it easy for you, man. Where you country from? Sorry.
Afghanistan.
Afghanistan. All of you, where are you from?
I'm from here.
You're from here? You here or there? Where you from? You're not from here though. You're not from Hyde Park, my brother. You're from outside, my brother. I was joking. Where are you from?
Morocco.
Maghrebi, mashallah, mashallah. Are you Muslim?
Nah.
Do you believe in God?
Yeah.
So you
kind of. I'm just.
No, but you believe there's a creator.
Yeah, something.
So you believe because why? We cannot escape from believing there's a creator behind this creation.
Yeah.
It's so like, you know, when we look at the moon, look at our own selves, how been designed. We have a nose next to our mouth. Before you eat, what you do, you smell food. You have eyebrows above your eyes. Why? Because the sweat contains a salt. If it keeps going to your eye, it will damage it. So you have eyebrows to protect it. You have a teeth in your mouth. Why? To chew. You have a joint in your elbows, back and forth. So we can see the manifestation of the Creator's wisdom within our creation. That's why in the Quran Allah told us to look at our own selves. Likewise, to look at the creation. Look, it's been programmed day and night. You know, order. There's order, organized program. In his programmer, organizer, creator. If you accept that so far, therefore the most wise creator will not create the creation without any purpose. Do you agree? Yeah. Okay. For example, imagine I'm a wise person. You say, you know, Shamsi. By the way, my name is Shamsi. What's your name?
Charlie.
Charlie. Yeah. All right. So you say, Shamsi, I know you're a wise person. Okay. Then you see me having children. I have many children, but I don't take care of them. I don't look after them. I don't teach them what is good, what is bad. Would you call me a good person? Would you call me? No, because look what I'm doing. I'm having children. I'm not even teaching them what is good for them, what is bad. I'm not taking care of them. I'm not giving them a guideline, none of that. Okay? What about the Creator? And the best example to the Creator belongs. The Creator will not create this beautiful, tremendous creation without any wisdom. And logically speaking now, in order for us to know the wisdom behind our creation, it has to come from the one who made us. For example, if you want to learn in details about the phone, you go back to whom? To the maker. You understand? Maybe you can go back to the butcher, and the butcher will tell you, yeah, this and that. You say, yeah, you sounds good, but logically speaking, logic dictates I should go back to the maker. You know, that's why Islamically speaking, based upon the Creator's wisdom and mercy, He sent the prophets and messengers to teach us about our purpose in this life. So you know, Jesus, Moses, Abraham. What I'm gonna do now, I don't have to speak about all of them. If I speak about Prophet Muhammad, if I establish ﷺ, with a logical, rational, tangible proof that Prophet Muhammad is a true prophet, logically speaking, we should believe what he came with. Okay? For example, Prophet Muhammad, one of the characteristics that it was known about him, he was known to be trustworthy, truthful, and honest. Alright? How can we analyze that? At the time Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, eclipse, you know, eclipse happened, yeah? Eclipse occurred at the same time when his son passed away, Ibrahim. He had a son called Ibrahim. His son passed away, eclipse happened. His companions, his disciples, they said, oh, the reason there's eclipse because the prophet passed away. You have to pay attention. A liar, if he was a liar will utilize any opportunity to back up his claim. What he could have said, he said, look, you see, eclipse, my son died. I told you that's from God. You see, look, my son. He didn't say that. He said, what happened? It has nothing to do with no one's life. I'm talking to him, you're pushing him. I'm talking to him. He said to him, the Prophet Muhammad said to his disciples, he said, what happened? It has nothing to do with no one's life, no one's death. He said it's from God, from the Creator. So rush the prayer. Okay? This shows us that's not the characteristics of a liar. Alright? I'll give you another one as well. Let me ask you. Who knows the future in details?
What do you mean?
Who knows the future? Like, who knows what's going to happen in the future? Who knows about this creation in details? Except the Creator. Yeah. Like, example, if I made this phone, I mean, there's no phone, by the way, it's a bottle. But imagine if I made the phone from scratch, yeah? If I made the phone from scratch, no one knows about the phone in details like I. You understand? So now, when the Prophet Muhammad, ﷺ, he prophesied about the future. Okay? For example, he said there will come a time when interest, we're speaking about interest, usually, yeah? will become widespread. Even if you are not involved directly, it will affect you indirectly. By default, if you open a bank account, you are involved in interest. Your money is being used in the banks for interest. The question we ask ourselves, how men that lived 1,400 years ago knew about something that we can observe right now? Because he clearly said he got the revelation from the Creator. I'll give you another prophecy. Prophet Mohammed said, there will come a time when you see the barefoot Arab man, the people that live in the Arab Peninsula. You will see them competing. Even look what he said. He didn't say building, no, competing in building tall buildings. When the Prophet Muhammad mentioned that, that was 1,400 years ago. That was impossible for the Arab back in those days to do that. Let me ask you now, where is the tallest building in the world? Dubai?
Is it?
Dubai, yeah. Dubai has, you know Dubai? Burj Khalifa. Burj Khalifa is the tallest building in the world.
Oh, yeah, I see.
Yeah, Burj Khalifa. Yeah, you can check it online. And guess what? Do you know who's competing with them? Saudi. Jeddah, yeah. In Jeddah now, they're trying to build something taller. But a person might say, the reason they're doing it to fulfill the prophecy. No, Prophet Muhammad والسلام, he was not saying it as an encouragement. One of the scholars said as rebuking it. Because, well, okay, you're going to build tall building, but people are dying out of hunger. You understand? You're wasting money on tall buildings. Anyway, so how man that existed 1,400 years ago knew something that we can observe right now? Because he got the knowledge from the Creator. I'll give you another one. What distinguishes Islam from any religion, any way of life? Islam came to preserve 5 things. You know, I'm sorry for taking your time. Sorry, Brother Charlie. Yeah? So listen to this. Yeah? Islam came to preserve 5 things. Islam came to preserve religion. What does it mean? Meaning the pure oneness of God, to worship God alone. That's why paganism, polytheism, atheism is forbidden in Islam, because it turns people away from the original state. All right? Islam came to preserve intellect. That's why anything that harms intellect is forbidden. Alcohol, drugs is forbidden. Islam came to preserve wealth. That's why gambling, interest is forbidden. Islam came to preserve lineage. That's why fornication is forbidden. Because when people fornicate, no one cares. People, generally speaking, don't care about children. I don't care. This woman is accepted to her. You know, so that child has no rights and so on. Yeah. So look at these 5 things. Yeah, that Islam came to preserve. Let's go to the other side. Now, when you have no God in your life, everything will become subjective. You just follow your desires, and we can observe that right now. You wake up, you think I'm a woman today. The next day you wake up, you think, no, I'm a dog today. You wake up and you have to respect people. They're saying you have to respect me if I do identify myself as a dog, and you have to respect me if I believe I'm a penguin. Because confusion, you know, because you have no creator, everything is subjective. Yeah. Now, alcohol, is it good for us or bad for us? Bad, individually and collectively. Gambling, is it good or bad? Bad, individually and collectively. Interest, is it good or bad? Bad. Interest is bad, because interest make the rich richer, poor poorer. It's bad, okay? We talk about gambling. Okay, fornication is bad as well, no doubt about that. Why? I don't like someone to play with my daughter. Prophet Muhammad said, if you love a woman, marry her. Because when you marry her, she has a right over you. So, the 5 things that is destroying societies, and the worst of them, when you are worshipping your desires, Islam come against it. So why some people hate Islam? I will tell you why. There's 2 types of people hate Islam. Either they are ignorant, or those who are in power. Those, because why? Gambling, yes, you can get benefit from it. Alcohol, interest and so on. So let me give you this example, Charlie. Imagine I live in London, yeah? And I have companies of interest, banks. I have companies of gambling. I have companies of alcohol, companies of prostitution. And you come into London as a Muslim, telling people about Islam. How I'm going to look at you?
How are you going to look at me?
Yeah, how I'm going to look at you?
Telling people about Islam.
Yeah, you telling people about Islam as an enemy.
Oh, yeah.
Because why? You're taking customers away from me. But that's even though what you're teaching people is good for them individually and collectively, you know. But because I'm an evil man, I'm making money from the suffering of the people, I'm going to look at it as evil. And this is exactly what's happening right now. Those who are in power, they are utilizing their wealth through the media to make Islam look bad, even though you just agreed with me, what Islam legislated is good for people. Make sense? It's clear? Let me give you an example. Imagine I said, Charlie, look, I'm a trillionaire. You know, I have a lot of money. I spoke to you, you're a very respected person. I'm going to give you a gift. I said, listen, I'm going to give you £2 million as a gift. You know, what would you say to me at least?
I'll say thank you.
You'll be very happy, bro. You're going to forget your friends, man. 2 million, I mean, that's, man. 2 million. No, you're not going to just say thank you. You're going to remember Shamsi all the times, all your life. I will give you £2 million on a condition, give me your 2 eyes. No go.
Nah.
Do you know why? Because your eyes is more valuable than anything.
Yeah.
So why we are not grateful and remember the one that gave us eyes for free?
Yeah. That's a good saying.
Make sense?
Yeah.
See? Now, yes, we want to be grateful to God. We want to be grateful to the Creator and worship Him. Now, let me ask you another question. If you want to buy a gift for your mother, would you buy a gift that you love or your mother love? Likewise, if you want to worship the Creator, we should worship Him the way He loves, not the way we love. Because the way He loves is objective. The way we love is subjective. And there's something I want to mention. One of the clear proof that Muhammad is a messenger of the Most High, the legislation he came with. Now we have politicians who studied in the best universities around the world. Harvard University, Oxford University, Cambridge University. Yet they cannot resolve the problems that we are facing in our time. But we have a man that existed 1,400 years ago who couldn't read and write. He's coming with a legislation that will resolve all the problems. That gives us a clear-cut proof this man must be something special about him. And that was, he was a messenger of the Most High. If it makes sense to you, is it clear to you, I invite you to become Muslim. If you listen to what I say, if it makes sense to you and you believe it's truth, I don't want to make you feel pressured, none of that. That's why I always say if it makes sense, if you believe it's truth, then become Muslim. Because what I always say to you, you don't know when you're going to die. No one knows you're going to die. This life is temporary. I was speaking to your friend about owning a house. We don't own nothing. Wherever you own, you're going to leave it. When we die, our house will not come with us inside the grave. Your garment will not come with you inside the grave. Allah mentioned in the Quran, لَقَدْ جِئْتُمُونَ فُرَادَ كَمَا خَلَقْنَاكُمْ أَوَّلَ مَرَّةٍ. The meaning of it, you have returned to us just as we have created you in the beginning. This life is like a bridge. You cross from one side to the other side. We believe the Most High has an attribute of mercy. That's why it's create paradise. If you believe in Him and follow His teaching, you have a paradise, eternal life. And it has this attribute of anger. That's why it's create the hellfire. If you turn away from God, which is one of the greatest crime, the outcome of that is the hellfire. But don't think Allah is going to make the righteous one equal with the evil ones. And the biggest evil is when you turn away from your Creator who gave you life, your own existence by His own virtue. But yet you turn away from Him because you're too busy with this life. You don't know when you're going to die. I don't know when I'm going to die. But if it makes sense to you and is clear to you, because that's what it's shahada. When someone becomes Muslim, what is it? I bear witness there is no one worthy of worship except Allah. I mean, I bear witness that I should worship the Creator, my Creator. And I bear witness Muhammad, the Messenger of Allah. That's the second, which is, I shall show you why we believe Muhammad, the Messenger of Allah, his prophecies, his miracles, his legislation, which you believe, you said it makes sense. So I'm inviting you, if you want to become Muslim, that's how you become Muslim, bro. You want to become Muslim?
Give him some time. Give him some time.
No, wait, let him think. Don't feel pressured. Don't feel, yeah. No.
That's why I brought him here.
Yeah. Let him. Chill out. No. You said give him time, correct?
Yeah, no, give him time.
Are you promising live tomorrow?
No, of course not.
If he dies as a disbeliever?
Of course not.
Now, if he dies as a disbeliever,
Then I'll be on him, innit?
you'll be responsible.
Yeah,
So that's why you say when I'm telling him, if it makes sense to you and it's clear to you, don't feel pressured. You know, because why? Because Prophet Muhammad told us, when a person wants to become Muslim, Satan will try to put barriers. You know? How old are you, by the way? 18. My wife, she became Muslim when she was 14. Alhamdulillah, she's that was like I don't know where I say age anyway. It was way too high age. But one point here, there is some, you know what I'm saying? There are some people become Muslim straight away. There are some people say give me time, no doubt about that. But I always mention if it makes sense. And because why? You've been cut off from your Creator. When I told you I'll give you £2 million, he didn't say give him a time to say thank you. He didn't say that. He didn't say that, you know, let me give me time to say thank you. You said thank you straight away. On the spot, you understand? So if it makes sense, is it true, bro? He's not gonna come up inside the grave. He wants, of course, I understand where it's coming from. Give him time. But that's why I always say to the people, and you can watch my videos. Some people accept Islam straight away because why I say, you know what, it makes sense to me, and that's what I need in my life. You know, I need to be grateful to my Creator. I need to worship my Creator, and stuff like it. And some people say, give me time. Some people they come back to us and take shahada, mean to become Muslim. Some people maybe they become busy with life, they forget. But again, no one should not blame no one on the day of resurrection. That's why I'm saying this open invitation for you. If you want to become Muslim, then it's open invitation. If you want to give your time, this something else, no problem. Whatever you want. So what do you want?
Give me time.
All right, give me the gun. Anyone has a gun? You want to put it in his head? No time, brother. Alhamdulillah, no problem at all. We have our channel. Watch the channel. But again, what we say, when you leave the park, all of us will become busy with life. But don't forget about what we talk about, what we spoke about. Study, read more, no problem. Understand? Are you gonna become Muslim?
I'm Muslim.
No. Do you have any question?
No, that's good, man.
What about you? You have any question? You look good,
You
yeah?
solved everything for me. You solved everything.
MashaAllah, alhamdulillah. Morocco is playing football today.
Today.
Who they playing with Tunisia?
No, Egypt.
Egypt, okay, mashallah. I have to support Morocco, man. I'm in Morocco, innit? I mean, my grandmother is Moroccan, so I have to. I don't really watch football. I watch it now and then, you know.
Yeah.
Let's say again. Anyway, man. You know, football. Charlie, it was nice to meet you. My pleasure to meet you, brother. Can you give me some money? I charge people. Yeah, give me a 2 million back, bro. Look, I'm here every Sunday, but you can go back to our channels. Do you as dawah? Do you speak? Go on Google. I mean YouTube. You find our channel. Anyway, I have to go, inshallah, man.
Yeah,
All right, my brother. Yeah, take care.